Dear friends, in this session we are going to see the importance of developing time management skills in our lives. Science today is progressing with great leaps and bounds, but amazingly, none of the inventions made so far has been able to control time or reverse time. Samuel Smiles, a Scottish writer and social reformer, has said, "Lost wealth may be replaced by industry, lost knowledge by study, and lost health by temperance or medicine, but lost time is gone forever." Such is the importance of time, and the person who has learned how to use it judiciously is a success in himself or herself. Time is the most valuable and most perishable of all possessions. Ordinary people think merely of spending time, great people think of using it. The key to utilize time is not in spending it, but in investing it. Time management as a life skill is to be given prime importance due to the growing complexities in the society. What is time management? Time management is the technique of planning and managing time in a way to make the optimal use of it. It is the ability to utilize one's time efficiently so as to be more productive and organized. In order to achieve success in any field, it is essential to manage time properly. It is said that the first step towards success is efficient time management. However, efficient time management is not as easy as we think. It takes a good amount of effort to attain it, and self-discipline is the master key to manage time efficiently. It seems that there is never enough time in the day. People are always wishing they had more hours available in the day. Everyone in the world has the same 24 hours. Then why is it that some people achieve so much more with their time than others? By learning how great achievers work efficiently and overcome the challenges we all experience, it is possible for us to develop time management skills. The difficulty in life is choice. As per the latest research news, a full 90% of all the data in the world today has been generated over the last 2 years than the previous 5,000 years of humanity. With the emergence of smartphones and new technologies, our brains are busier than ever before. We are assaulted with facts, pseudo-facts and rumors, all posing us information. Trying to identify what you need to know and what you can ignore is exhausting. Perhaps the most powerful strategy for having more time and getting important things done is to avoid things that waste our time. By purging non-critical activities from our daily schedule, we can work with focus on things that are high on our priority list. More and more we should get rid of those activities that are not truly meaningful to us. How much time do we waste each day between phone calls and updating social media status, watching TV and gossiping, arranging get-togethers and entertaining friends and so on? Spending the day in a frenzy of activity often achieves less because we are dividing our attention between so many different things. Why time management is important? Time management is important because first and foremost, time is limited. Once gone, it will never come back. Therefore, it is very important for us to make the most of it. Secondly, the quality of work is enhanced when we master the technique of time management. Once we know what we are expected to do during the day and also have a well-defined sequence in which it has to be done, the planning part is ready. Then all what we need to do is focus on the work and as a result the quality of the work will be improved. Time management enables us to attain greater productivity. Don't we waste a lot of time in thinking and planning what to do next? If we have prepared a schedule to manage our time more efficiently, we already know what is to be done next and can bring greater productivity. Managing time efficiently helps in better decision making. When we rely on the power of planning, making a to-do list, we will soon find that one of the benefits of good time management skills is the ability to make better decisions. Since time management is all about planning, making a well-defined to-do list, we evaluate all the pros and cons as we plan our work, and this helps to make better decisions. Again, time management increases our motivation level. One of the biggest stumbling blocks to get things done is lack of motivation. When we set targets, our motivation level is automatically increased, and we are inspired to do more and achieve greater heights in life. Time management lowers stress level. Procrastination is an evil where people delay or postpone their task as they are unable to plan and organize things properly. It is said that procrastination is opportunity's assassin, and it is the single biggest factor causing people to fall behind in their work. When things are delayed or postponed, they pile up and one finds it too hard to finish the pending task, resulting into stress and strain. Stress and anxiety build up when you have a lot of responsibilities to handle, but have no idea about where to begin and how to go about with them. Efficient time management helps to reduce stress levels. If we prepare a list, prioritize our tasks, and make a plan and complete them on time, we will be able to cope with stress. When we learn to manage time, we improve our ability to focus. And with increased focus comes enhanced efficiency. And with enhanced efficiency, we are able to accomplish more with less effort. Time management enables us to be self-disciplined. Self-discipline is the ability to do what we should do when we should do it. And it is the one character trait that all successful people share in common. Just as self-discipline is the key to success, the lack of self-discipline is the major cause of failure, frustration, underachievement, and unhappiness in life. When we practice good time management, we leave no room for procrastination. The more efficient we are in managing our time, the more self-disciplined we become. This is a valuable skill that will impact every areas of our life. Time management can help us to be punctual. Punctuality is one of the best qualities one should possess. Not only does it make an individual worthy to respect, but also ensures success in life. It is a foundational reflection of a person's character in Western culture, and it is a demerit to be late. Being late also shows disrespect to our own time, also the other person's time. Efficient time management enables us to be punctual. Further, there are enormous learning opportunities around us if we have time to take advantage of them. When we work more efficiently, we will be able to find time for self-improvement. Everyone needs time for relaxation. By relaxing, we boost the increase of blood flow in the muscles, which in turn provides more energy, better metabolism, and improves memory. Unfortunately, most people find it hard to get time for relaxation. With efficient time management, we accomplish more in less time. Therefore, one can accumulate extra time throughout the day that can be used later to relax and rest. So, dear friends, we have seen that the benefits of efficient time management are enormous. On the contrary, failing to manage our time efficiently can bring some very undesirable repercussions in life. Chronic procrastination and missed deadlines, inefficient workflow and poor performance, poorly defined goals and poor work quality, poor professional reputation and higher stress levels are some of the ill effects of poor time management. Therefore, time management is crucial in life, and learning and practicing time management skills will enhance and improve the overall quality of our life. Before we move on to certain guidelines that can help us to manage our time efficiently and effectively, we need to ask ourselves a very important and basic question in life. What is the purpose of my life, and what do I want to achieve in my life ultimately? In the words of Clement Stone, definiteness of purpose is the starting point of all achievements. Having discovered our life purpose, a meaningful pursuit in life, something to live for and something to die for, the next step is to set goals to get the best out of our purpose. Goals give us focus. While purpose gives us direction, goals give laser focus, pinpointed focus as to what exactly to spend our time and energy on. We cannot control time, we can only manage the way we use our time, and how we use our time should be driven by effective goal setting. The most fundamental of time management skills is the ability to use time in a manner which serves our primary goals in life. I recall the words of Zig Ziglar, one of the world's most popular motivational speakers, who said, "You need a plan to build a house. To build a life, it is even more important to have a plan or goal." We can prioritize our activities best by setting our goals. Our goals are both in short term and in the long term. We need to discover the best way in which we can reach these goals through a proper utilization of resources we have of time and energy. Developing skills to effectively manage time will bring forth improvements to our life on a dramatic scale. Now, let us look at some of the tips to manage our time efficiently. The most powerful time management tool is a to-do list, which is a planned daily list of activities that can serve as a blueprint for the day. The best time to make a list is the night before, because as our mind falls to sleep, the subconscious mind can work on the list, and when we wake up in the morning, we will surely have ideas and insights to achieve some of the most important goals in the list. At the end of each day, the last thing to do should be to prepare the to-do list for the next day. Preparing list is a simple idea and it is extremely effective. Some people credit Ivy Lee, one of the first management consultants, for using for the first time list as a formal time management system. As the story goes, in the beginning of the 20th century, Charles Schwab, president of Bethlehem Steel, the second largest steelmaker company in the world, couldn't seem to get enough done. Details and several minor matters were taking away the time he urgently needed to consider more important matters. He asked Ivy Lee what to do about it. Lee gave Schwab a blank sheet of paper. "Write down," he said, "the most important things you have to do tomorrow. The first thing tomorrow morning, start working on item number 1 and stay with it until completed. Then take item number 2 the same way. then number 3 and so on. Don't worry if you don't complete everything on the schedule. At least you will have accomplished the most important projects before getting to the less important ones. The steel executive tried the idea and recommended it to his associates because the method worked so well. To be successful in life, the rule number 1 is first thing first. This means that we must set priorities and meet deadlines. Time management is not a standalone skill. Time management and productivity goes hand in hand. In order to be highly productive, first and foremost, we must focus on the importance of prioritization as a productivity habit. Therefore, once you have all the tasks on the paper, that is, after having prepared a to-do list, the next step is to prioritize them. How do you actually do that? The Eisenhower matrix is a perfect tool that can help us to prioritize our task. The basic underlying principle of time management is to do what is important first. Dwight Eisenhower was the 34th President of the United States. He invented the Eisenhower matrix to make decisions during his time as General of the United States Army, and it was popularized by Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It helps us to quickly determine what we should work on and what we should ignore. The Eisenhower matrix is a 2 by 2 square that helps you to separate urgent tasks from the important ones. When looking at how to prioritize tasks best, ask which one of the quadrants they best fit in, and then deal with them accordingly. If the task is urgent and important, do as soon as possible. If it is important but not urgent, then decide when you will do it and schedule it. If urgent but not important, then delegate these tasks to someone else. And if neither urgent nor important, then eliminate it as soon as possible from your schedule. Thus, the Eisenhower matrix makes it easier to see what really matters and what doesn't. Another great time management tip is to use the 80 by 20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. Good time management requires an important shift in focus from activities to results. The Pareto principle states that 80% of the efforts come from 20% of the results. In sales, it means that 80% of the sales come from 20% of the customers. The idea is to identify the 20% of the efforts that are producing 80% of the results and scale that out. You can do this with meticulous tracking and analysis. To maximize efficiency, highly productive people identify the most important 20% of their work. Then they look at ways to cut down the other 80% of their schedule to find more time for the things that make the biggest impact. After having prioritized the task, assign time to each of the tasks on the list and make sure you complete them within the set time. While assigning time to each task, one should always be aware of one's goals and focus your time on those actions which is aimed at bringing you closer to achieving those goals. It is crucial to stick to your schedule diligently and finish the important task first. As you complete each task, keep checking them, which will give a sense of accomplishment and motivates you to work harder. As you go along the journey, you need to develop intense focus or deep concentration. Some tasks are routine and easy, whereas there are tasks that are just difficult. You need to devote serious time and mental effort on doing them. Cal Newport wrote about this type of work in his book, Deep Work: Rules for Focused Success in a Distracted World. And he argued that the skill of intense focus is increasingly rare, and that those who can master it are at an enormous advantage. In order to cultivate intense concentration, Newport recommended to plan deep work into your schedule at a similar time every day, preferably in the morning. Having a regular time to do deep work helps you to make it a habit and enable you to become more and more focused. Willpower is limited, and therefore, the more attractive things you have taking away your attention, the harder it will be to maintain focus on something significant. Therefore, to master the art of deep concentration, you must deliberately take control of your time and attention from the many other diversions that tempt you. Are you willing to quit social media for a month or reduce drastically the time you spend with your phone? One has to be harder to contacts. Email is often considered the bane of productivity habits. Many people spend their work day with their email inbox clearly visible, responding to every notification as it comes in. With emails, social media and 1,000 little to-dos, it is easy to get distracted when you are trying to be productive and manage your time efficiently. Whether you are trying to focus on deep work or just dealing with a smaller task, distractions are the bane of productivity. It is hard to maintain efficient work habits with the distractions around. One powerful method of reducing distractions is creating a distraction list. Therefore, another important tip to manage time efficiently is to keep a distraction list. Whenever a distracting thought pops up, write it down on a sheet of paper and get back to your work. This technique is powerful because many a time distractions legitimately require our attention. For instance, if I am doing a deep work and suddenly remember a bill that needs to be paid, or to visit a friend in the hospital, those are thoughts that deserve our attention. But they need not be done right now. As thoughts arise during your work, jot them down. Once you reach a break in your work, you can come back and either tackle them or add them to your larger list of activities. Human mind works better when we are truly able to focus and concentrate on one thing. Earl Miller, a neuroscientist at MIT and one of the world experts on divided attention, says that our brains are not wired to multitask well. When people think they are multitasking, they are actually just switching from one task to another very rapidly. And every time they do, there is a cognitive cost in doing so. The kind of rapid and continual shifting of the task we do with multitasking makes us exhausted and disoriented even within a short period of time. This hampers our both cognitive and physical performance. Even though we think we are getting a lot done, multitasking makes us less efficient because our brain can only focus on one thing at a time. Research also shows that in addition to slowing you down, multitasking lowers your IQ and very badly it affects your short-term memory. This is only an illusion that we are saving more time by multitasking. In fact, we end up with expending more time rather than saving it. Hence, in order to manage time efficiently, we need to stop multitasking. Why do people procrastinate? There are a variety of reasons that people postpone their work. One of the reasons is that the task on their to-do list seem too scary. If you have in the to-do list items that are vast in scope and not very specific, handling such tasks becomes challenging. One can be perplexed where to start. You can start by breaking large to-dos into smaller to-dos in order to do the task efficiently. It is simply not possible for anyone to focus continuously for a long time. No matter how efficient you are, you can't sustain distraction-free focus for a very long time. That's why taking breaks is so important. The Pomodoro technique developed by Francisco Cirillo in the late 1980s is one of the popular time management methods used today. You work for 25 minutes, then take break for 5 minutes. Even breaks that are just a few minutes long can also help you. We all make thousands of decisions every day. By some estimates, an average American adult makes 35,000 decisions in a day. Making decisions is tough and it can wear us down over time. Each time we have to choose, no matter how small the choice may seem, we are depleting our energy and generating stress. Thus, more the choices we make throughout the day, the harder each one becomes for our brain. While he was president, Barack Obama said that he never makes a decision about what to wear. You will see I wear only grey or blue suits, Obama said. I am trying to pare down decisions. I don't want to make decisions about what I am eating or wearing because I have too many other decisions to make. The best way to save time and reduce decision fatigue is to reduce the number of decisions you have to make in a given day. Time management is a huge part of productivity. Many of the productivity habits will help you to manage your time more efficiently. If you are exhausted and can barely think, it does not matter how many hours are left in the day, you will not be able to use them effectively. Highly productive people know that it is not enough to have time to do things, but managing your energy level to tackle the most intense task is also very important. Therefore, they spend time in recharging by taking care of healthy habits such as getting enough sleep, exercising and eating healthy. Hence, to manage our time efficiently, recharging is very essential. Meditation improves our performance in any task, physical or mental. It enriches the areas of the brain involved in perception and the regulation of emotions. Meditation revitalizes us. It increases our awareness and helps in coping with stress. It makes us more productive and increases our capacity to resist distracting urges of the mind. It helps to remain focused and calm, and as a result, we are able to concentrate better and work efficiently. Meditation enhances decision making ability and saves time in the process and brings a complete shift in our energy level and enthusiasm. Thus, meditation remains a vital component in the development of time management skills. So, dear friends, time management is crucial for people belonging to all walks of life. Whether you are a student, homemaker, business person or a working professional, if you are able to manage your time efficiently, you wouldn't be far from attaining your goals. Time management is extremely important for students to do their studies with focus. Success in studies depends much on managing time efficiently. Time management shapes the student's mind into the direction of discipline and sense of duty. Managing time efficiently and effectively is demanding. It takes a lot of dedication and determination to stay focused and follow the schedule we have set for ourselves. We must stay disciplined and constantly remind ourselves as to why it is important for us to accomplish our task in a timely manner. To conclude, time management is a very important skill to be learned and to be mastered in order to live an awesome life. Effective time management is what makes success possible, and the real value of time management is that it enhances our lives in all dimensions. How effectively you manage your time determines the quality of your life. Time is like a river. You cannot touch the same water twice because the flow that has passed will never come again. There will never be another now. Let's make the most of it. Thank you for watching this program. Have a nice day.